Just 5 more minutes. 5. Don't judge.
Hey babes, so we are in another week, and this week really was kind of an eye-opener for many reasons. I was on my period this week, and I made the mistake of stepping on the scale right when my period started. As a girl, you know what our body goes through around that time of the month. We get super bloated, we are super emotional, we're extra sensitive, and the scale goes up, and that is not something you want to see when you're on a weight loss journey like me. You want to see the scale going down, not staying still or going up, which in my case, the scale was going up. And then I looked in the mirror, and what I saw in the mirror kind of collaborated with what the scale was saying. Even though, again, I knew that that was bloat, but because I was so emotional, because of my period having me so emotional and having me so sensitive, I believed what I was looking at. I believed the scale. I believed the bloat that I was seeing. Monday's workout I was going through a lot mentally. I was so unmotivated. I was like, I've been eating in a deficit. I've been working super hard. Like, what's the point of even going to the gym if the scale is going up and I'm looking worse than I started off? This is what I was saying to myself on Monday. I was supposed to go work out in the morning, but because I was feeling that way, I didn't work out in the morning. I pushed it up and pushed it up and pushed it up till I couldn't push it up anymore. It was either I go work out that night or I completely skip it. And thankfully, I still had some type of discipline in me that day, so I got up and went and worked out. But I got to the gym, and because of how I was feeling, I don't know if it's that I just completely did not want to stretch. The one thing I love repeating myself on to you guys, I did not do. And I went straight to lifting weights. And of course, I ended up tweaking my left knee. I don't know exactly which exercise did it. I just know that I started feeling this pain in my knee. Like, when I stepped down on it, it would hurt. It would hurt really bad. I was extremely emotional throughout the entire workout session. I was surrounded by mirrors. Every time I walked by a mirror, I would be so disappointed. The weights were feeling heavier. Again, this is something that happens when it's that time of the month. I don't know if it happens for every other girl, but for me, again, this is things that I know. These are things that I know. This is not my first period, but when you're in that moment, when you're in that feeling, and it's so overwhelming, it's hard to reason with yourself. It's hard to remember the things that you preach. All that was out the window. I was just emotional and hated how I looked. It was a hard workout. That's pretty much what it was. A very hard workout. I have many reasons why this series is important to me, and one of my favorite reasons is that I get to show you guys that there is no such thing as a perfect human being. There is no such thing as a perfect process. This is just how it goes, and it's important to show you guys that it is okay, because I feel like we live in times right now where perfection is shown almost everywhere you look. Like, everything is almost like already perfectly done. Like, everything is perfectly done. Losing weight looks like it's simple and easy. Yes, if you want to get technical, it can be simple, but certain parts of the process is not really shown. And that is one of my reasons, or one of my favorite reasons of this series, is I get to show you guys the ugly side of, well, quote unquote, the ugly side of trying to get fit or trying to lose weight. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling on right now. Like I said earlier, I twisted my left knee during Monday's workout, so I had to sit out the rest of the week. I had to let it rest. I still tried to do a little upper body movement here and there, so I'm not completely like, just out of the gym. But for the most part, I could not do my regular exercises because I needed to rest my knee and have it completely ready to go for next week, because I don't want to make any type of excuses for myself. This week, I felt was very important for me to speak on for you guys, because when I lost over 60 pounds the first time, these are things that I went through. I went through a lot of similar things like this, but I just did not record it. When I was also looking on YouTube and Instagram and social media, pretty much trying to like get some type of tips and motivation, I didn't see a lot of influencers at the time showing the emotional distress that comes with trying to lose weight and trying to get to your goal. They didn't really show the behind the scenes of what it takes and the things that you go through as a human being. You know, it was mainly, I'm not trying to fault anyone, of course. You show what you want to show at the end of the day. But for me, I would have loved to see that what I'm going through is okay, like it's normal. And I would have also loved to see how to overcome that. It's because these types of weeks determine how you're going to be for the next couple of weeks, if you're going to be successful with getting closer to your goal or not. If you let weeks like this defeat you, reaching your goal will be very difficult. It'll be even more challenging. So one, you need to know that it's normal. Hitting little roadblocks like this is normal. It's perfectly okay. Do not beat yourself down. It happens. The most important thing is finding, everyone is different. Me, I have my own little methods. I talk to myself. I've created these little habits or these little things that I use to get myself out of certain situations, like mentally and emotionally. If you're not comfortable physically talking out loud to yourself, write how you're feeling down. Write it down and then write down what you can do to change that. But make no mistake, you are going to have weeks like this where you bump into some challenges. Just regardless of that, still show up for yourself. It does not matter if the workout is going to be shitty, let it be shitty. At least you showed up. At least not only did you show up, you still did the workout, even though it was a shitty workout, right? But please do warm up, stretch. Don't do what I did and not stretch because you let your emotions get the best of you. Still stretch so that you don't hurt. Still stretch so that you don't hurt yourself and set yourself back some more. I am so happy that I have all of you, doing this weight loss journey with me, but I also understand that we all have a different starting point, right? So for someone that has more fat to lose than I do, I would not advise that you put a time frame on your fat loss journey. It won't be sustainable. It won't be enough time for you to get to your goal, and it's going to be kind of like a shock to your body if you have like a short time frame, because it's going to be like going from one extreme to the next, and that's not sustainable for your goals. So I would advise that you just take your time and get a well curated plan to follow month after month, and just find something that is going to be, one, enjoyable for you, and two, that you can do week after week, month after month, and just slow and steady till you get to your goal. But if you do a short-term weight loss, it's going to be a shock to your body, a shock to your brain. Two, you're going to most likely quit. I'm not calling you a quitter, but it's just the reality of things. Because you gave yourself space, you give yourself time, you will get to experiment with things that work for you and things that don't work for you. That way you figure out how to do this and have it be what's the word I'm looking for? Have it be sustainable for you and be able to reach your goals without suffering, right? So for someone that does not have that much fat to lose like I do, a mini cut, or what I'm doing right now, a 1 to 2 month weight loss journey is ideal because it's doable. I don't have to be in a crazy steep deficit, but I'm still going to be in a deficit that will allow me to reach my goal in that short term without, suffering and damn near not eating. So yeah, if you have more weight to lose, you can definitely still watch this series. You can still follow this series and get some food inspirations. Just pick up some knowledge so that you can apply it to your own journey moving forward, all right? And also, I am going to be decreasing my calories moving forward. I did not meal prep this week. I've just kind of been having fun with just different foods. I'm gonna have the ingredients of everything in the description below. And yeah, I am so happy again that you guys are on this journey with me, and you guys are getting to see what it takes and behind the scenes and all that stuff and the ups and downs. But nonetheless, we're making it happen. We're doing what we can. We're showing up for ourselves, regardless of if we had a bad week, if we had a bad month. Let's pray we don't have a whole bad month. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.